me see if I can get all 10 of you in here today. I'm just asking for 10 of the supposed 595 of the... How many views do I have total? I think I have like total 500,000 views on this channel. Anybody? Any takers on being one of the very few 10 that can view me? I could shut this channel down and open up a brand new one, and it wouldn't matter what I did. It's still not going to let my voice go. But if it wasn't me, just any random person can start posting live, and they get at least 100. It's. If you can hear the tone of my voice, I'm pretty frustrated today. Pretty frustrated. A lot of things going on that I'm not at liberty to talk about. And the main reason I'm not at liberty to talk about a lot of things is because there are so many trolls that do everything in their power to try to destroy me online. I've told you they've called the police, they've called social services, they've called everything, they've called the people that own the house that I live in. They've even called my rental agency to try to get us booted. If that happens, that's a big deal. But at this late point in the game, that doesn't even matter, because the people, the old man owns my house. He's like 80. I think it's him and his sister own it. I think that's how the how the thing's set up. But this old man's got kids that are rich. One's a doctor, one's a lawyer, or something like that. Their children are either doctor and a lawyer. And they're like, hey, Dad, we don't want that crap hole. Just dump it, and we'll take the money. Because this supposedly, I guess, is the people who own the house I live in. It was the house they were raised in, or it was her mother's house. The house means nothing to them. Well, I told her last year, I said, listen, I'll never get a mole taken off. I got 2 moles taken off my body, and in each place of a mole, I have keloids now, which I've never had a keloid in my life, and they're irritating. I told Tina last year, if you guys get in here, let me know you're here, because if I'm gonna talk to myself, I'll just talk to myself without recording. Told Tina last year when they put that new roof on, I said, honey, this ain't gonna last long. What do you mean? I said, they just spent $10,000 on the roof. They're not going to let us stay here without raising the rent by a major amount. Oh, no. It's going to be fine as long as we pay the bills. That's all that matters. What's up, Persia? Oh, no. As long as we pay the bills, they're not going to kick us out. They can't raise the rent by a certain amount. They can only go up a little bit at a time. This is the same woman that told me, oh, honey, you can put hot food in a refrigerator. So the AC unit on our house has been garbage. It lost its efficiency 20 years ago because it was installed 20 years before that. It was from the 90s. So they spent $10,000 last year on the roof. A couple months ago, they spent $10,000 on the AC system, the heat and AC. So that's 20 grand they spent. I'm doing fine, Dustin, but the world isn't. So I told Tina, I said, honey, I said, you realize anytime they want, they can find a reason to evict us? Because if somebody wants you out, they're going to come up with a reason. They don't have to prove anything. Now, of course, you know, I'd show it in court and fight it. Wouldn't do good for very long, but it would do good for a little bit of time. So, told you about the inspector guy wanted to come out and inspect it. Well, it was a real estate agent that came out to inspect it. And I was talking to him, and he kind of gave me the lowdown. Yeah, this guy's wanting to sell the place. You want me to see if you guys can buy it? And I'm like, I don't want it. I said, my credit's been destroyed. I can't buy nothing. I don't have a job. I can't prove money. He said, okay. So he took pictures outside, and I gave him the lowdown. I said, man, this house probably ain't worth $100,000. I said, it probably ain't worth 50, but in the environment we're in today, with the high inflation, the high interest rates, and the lack of housing. Now, I was watching, I think it's one of these news channels. They're like, there's a multitude of houses out there. There's a housing surplus right now. Bull crap, there's a housing surplus. Yes, there are houses everywhere for sale, but they're all triple the amount of what they're worth. It's like the house my daughter bought. That thing on a good day is worth $80,000. That's on a good day. She bought it from somebody that flipped it. In other words, they put lipstick on a pig. She paid $190,000 for an $80,000 house. That just tells you how inflated the market is. Now, a lot of you guys weren't there during the 2008 housing bubble, where the government bailed out banks like that. The government always bails out the multimillionaires and the multi-billionaires, but it never bails out the people. Oh, COVID took your business? Here's $600. Be safe. Thanks so much. So the guy texted yesterday, and you know, when you're under a lease, there are certain rules and laws that apply under rental laws, and they apply differently per state. Well, in North Carolina, you have to give a 24, I think it's either a 24 or a 48 hour notice. I think it's a 48 hour notice for an inspection. So he texted yesterday and he said, hey man, he said, I got people who want to come look at the house to purchase it. I was like, well, I'll check with Tina. Well, I asked her and she never called the guy back. So I got online today and looked up my house and the realtor, the realty company he works for, and he got it online for sale for $99,000. So here's a real estate guy that took my estimate of the house. Why am I not getting paid to do all this stuff? And you know, and they can always make an offer lower than that. These people don't care. Now, supposedly, I haven't seen this written in stone, but supposedly, someone buys a house that's already being leased, they have to honor the lease. Now, I don't know if that's factually correct or not. I don't know if that's real. But the real estate guy said, oh yeah, we have to honor the lease. So with the illegal immigrants they are flush with cash. They have millions. Tell me, these third world people come from third world crap holes and they're coming here, but they got hundreds of thousands of dollars of cash money to buy a house. But Americans can't scrape together $1,000 in emergency. Think about that. The majority of Americans in America right now cannot scrape up $1,000 if they had to. They can't put their hands on $1,000 in an emergency. I can't. I wouldn't be able to do that unless I sold everything I own. So the house we have is up for sale. And it will be bought. It's probably already bought today. It's probably already, I say it's already sold. Why? Because $100,000 is cheap for any house nowadays. And they'll probably make an offer of $85,000. Oh, God dang, don't hit that car. Wow, that was close. So our lease is up in October. That means September 30th, we got to be out. You know how hard it is to have to pick up and move after 1 year? Try that after 10 years. So we got 10 years worth of stuff in our house. It's got to go. Now Tina, she ain't got nothing. All she's got is what's in her bedroom. That's it. Because all furniture in the house is mine. So, and as I've told you, women always have a place to go. She can go to her mom's, her sisters, her brothers. she told me this, and she didn't mean to tell me. I overheard her conversation with her brother. I've been looking for a place to live, and I know what she's been doing, because a perfect housing situation for Tina is getting a condo or an apartment. Even in my area, a condo or an apartment is anywhere from $900 to $1,200 a month, and that's not good at all. That's not good at all. That's expensive. I'm flashing my lights to warn everybody of this pig trooper that I just passed, because I don't want them to get pulled over. So I'm going to flash my lights as bright as I can, as bright as I can. I wish I could do this and tell them to slow down. Slow down so the pig don't pull them over, because that's what pigs do. So we got until September 1st to find a place to go, because these people don't want to buy the house and have tenants live in it and can't get the money they want out of it. They want to hurry up and flip their investment. Nobody's going to buy this house to stay in. Now illegals will buy it to stay in all day long. So pray for us. I don't know what else to say. It's bad. It's a bad situation, because I got a lot of junk, and of course the trolls, what's your goddamn problem? Get your junk and go. She's a hard-working woman, blah blah blah. Well, none of this would have been an issue. None of this would be an issue if Tina would have listened to me 5 years ago, when I was telling her, let's build a houseboat. Help me. Let's work together and build a houseboat and be on the water. Because we would have had it done before they passed the law to get us off the lake. Pig ahead! So here we are. That's June, July, August, September. 4 months. 4 months to go somewhere. Now listen, I am not upset at all about getting out alone. That place has been a nightmare. All the gang stalking, all the illegal aliens, all the cops, the sirens, the train. I mean, gang stalking put me in that house. You understand? They control where you go. They can go up four people up in your life to control you. And that's what they do. Wearing my arm and shoulder out, blinking people. So 4 months. The countdown is on. Because this could be the point in the life where Tina says, okay, this is too simple for me. I can go get a 2-bedroom apartment for me and my son, and we can just go. Now, I hope she don't do that. I mean, I do. I love her. I put up with a lot of crap. Like today. Told you guys about the food that got destroyed. Well, the last 2 days I have fought, F-O-U-G-H-T. I've had a battle, a war with flies on the back porch. Flies, so there's got to be a reason there's flies. I'm a prepper, okay? I store food, because I ain't gonna go hungry. On my back porch, I had a 5-gallon bucket full of eggs. Glassing eggs. So you take pickling lime, It's a salt is what it is, pickling lime salt. And you pour it in a bucket of water, and you could put eggs straight from the chickens into that solution, and it'll save them, and they'll be fresh, be perfect. Won't need refrigeration or anything for like 2-3 years. They'll be perfectly fresh. So imagine how many eggs you can fit in a 5-gallon bucket. I'm thinking probably about 200 eggs in a 5-gallon bucket. So I've been storing these eggs up because I've got an egg person. I got an egg guy. Because I eat eggs. And I'm a prepper. So I straightened up the back porch about 3 weeks ago. Well, Tina grabbed that bucket and moved it from where I had it. And I'm guessing when she did it with force. So I opened up the top of my bucket that's got glassed eggs in it. And there are 4 or 5 of them cracked all to pieces floating in the top, rotten. So when one rots inside that bucket, if you don't get it quickly, it ruins every single egg. So I've lost about 250 eggs because Tina doesn't care about anything that I care about. And this is a spotlight on America, not just her specifically. That American slaves, they never look up, they never look around, they never pay attention to anything that's going on. They just, all I'm required to do is go to work, come home. Go to work, come home. They don't think. So what I'm telling you, hey, the sky's falling. The sky's falling. Just because it didn't do it right now when I say it's happening, doesn't mean that it's going to collapse any moment. Because the sky has been falling if you haven't been paying attention. Because I told Tina last year, gas is going to be $6 a gallon. No, it ain't. I said, there's going to be food pretty soon. No, it ain't. I said, the housing market's going to blow up. No, it ain't. And everything I said came true. Now, don't tell me, guys. Is anybody still in here at all? Is anybody? It doesn't give me a viewer count. But I've been right about everything. Everything that comes out of my mouth has been proven true. It's just like they caught Nancy on a hot mic, Nancy Pelosi on a hot mic on January 6th when all the crap was going on at the White House. And she's like, where's the National Guard? I failed. I should have done better. Well, she set the whole thing up. She was filming herself. She had herself being filmed on purpose to give her an alibi of why it isn't her fault. Even she said, ooh, I failed. I should have had more. But what she's doing in that moment is showing empathy. Oh, gosh, look at America, the Capitol. I care so much about it. I told you that was a setup. Just like I told you COVID was made in a lab before you ever heard about the lab theory. Guess what happened yesterday? Is anybody in here? Comment. If you don't leave a comment, I'm done. I'm out. I'm done talking to myself. Anybody else in here? Leave one comment and I'll keep talking. Because I was right about the petrodollar. Because guess what? Saudi Arabia dropped the petrodollar yesterday. American currency is now bottomed to nothing. Our dollar bill's worth about 7 cents. And now since Saudi Arabia has dropped out of the petrodollar, it ain't worth a penny now. No comment. Nobody's going to answer me. I'm going to give it 10 more seconds.